Today we're going to talk about translating between verbal expressions or phrases and algebraic expressions. So remember, translate just means to change something, and we're going to be changing words into look like math expressions. So let's talk about all the words that mean these different operations, because we're going to have to take what we're reading and change it into a math problem. So some special words that mean addition, there's some easy ones of course. So I have add, plus. Really important one is going to be sum. A lot of people forget that one. Greater to or greater than. The word increased means to add. More than. And total. How much do I have total or all together? Those are some heavy hitters that you should have on your list that mean to add together. Now subtraction, let's talk about things that mean subtraction. So of course, we have subtract. My favorite is minus, just kidding. And then difference is one that a lot of people forget, but that's an important one. Take away. Decrease. Less than. Subtracted from. Those are two tricky ones that we'll talk about. And then I think that's pretty much it. Let's talk about multiplication. Some words that mean multiplication would be, of course, to multiply. One that people always forget is product. That's an important one. The product of two number. Of course, times. The word twice. That's going to mean times 2. Also doubled means to multiply by 2. Similarly, triple. Now, we've talked about exponents before, but if something is squared, that means times it by itself 2 times. Similarly, cubed, it's going to mean x to the 3rd power. And then lastly, our division. So if I have division, of course, it's going to be divide. One that people forget is quotient. It's an important one to remember. Now, if you see the word ratio, that just means a fraction. So the ratio of A to B. And remember, anytime you have a fraction bar like that, that means to divide them. Half of something means to divide by 2. If it says over, that's going to tell you it's a fraction. And then just lastly, divided by. Okay, so let's use that key to help us translate all of these phrases into algebraic expression. So my first one, my key word is going to be sum. So when I see that key word, I'm going to write it above here. That tells me to add. So the sum of x and y, if I write that as an algebraic expression, it's just going to be x plus y. If I see the word difference, that means to subtract. So the difference of a number, so remember I'm going to use a variable, I'm just going to use x. So the difference of a number and f4 is going to be x minus 4. I have 2 here, half the product of 2 numbers. And they don't tell me what those 2 numbers are, so I'm just going to use x and y. So if I have half the product of 2 numbers, I'm actually going to start from the back. So let's start with this product of 2 numbers. So I'm going to do product of 2 numbers means x times y. And if they want me to take half of that, what that means is I'm just going to divide all of that by 2. Okay? Next one, quotient of 3 and a number. So quotient means divide. 3 and a number, I'm just going to use the variable x. So the quotient of 3 and a number just means 3 divided by x. And then the last one, the square of the sum of a and b. So again, I'm going to start from the back here. The sum of a and b is going to be a plus b. And if I take the square of that, I'm going to use my grouping to say I want to take that and square the whole thing. Okay?